I'm just tidying up, getting the last bit of these cans put away so that way I can go to the scrapyard. I got this bucket and about 5 other totes out there that I'm going to take to the scrapyard and let's see what we can make. It's 41, but to me, I'm a Florida boy, so that's like really cold. One of the things I like doing is pulling all the tabs off, and then I keep them all in a bin over here. I don't know why exactly. I do it for like a fundraiser, but I think there's other reasons to do it. I don't personally know them. But I saw somebody do it, and then I saw a fundraiser, and so I just started doing it. So if you know another reason to pull the tabs off, like, let me know, because I'd like to know. Ready, Bubba? So fast. Fast as fuck, boy. So these are my other totes of just pure aluminum cans. I'm going to go ahead and load these all up in the truck, and then we'll take them to the scrapyard, and let's see what we can get for just my aluminum cans today. I just need a little bit of extra spending money, and I want to reinvest it back into silver. So that's the plan here. We're going to take this aluminum and turn it into silver. That's the plan. Pretty much everybody knows that fiat currency is kind of a Ponzi scheme, that they just print money out of thin air. I'm going to take this aluminum, which if I want to have a lot of money in aluminum, I'm going to need a lot of space, and I don't really want to carry around a lot of aluminum. So what I'm going to do is transfer my aluminum into something more condensed like silver. I don't really think I'll have enough money to do anything with gold, but if I can get some silver, maybe I can condense that again in the future and get more gold. But yeah, I'd like to store my money in something that's going to appreciate or hold its value over time. And I think precious metals is a good route. While it's not the only solution, there are other alternatives such as cryptocurrencies and other commodities. I think that silver is a good one because it's lasted the test of time for thousands of years. This is that last bin. I already showed you all this, but let's put that in the truck too. Let's go find out what we got money here. How much silver can I trade this just byproduct of my lifestyle and picking up litter off the ground? Let's turn it into a freaking treasure. So here we go. Oh yeah, so strong. See how I lift that whole thing up one arm? Bam, that'll ride. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about driving all of this recycle. You see that trash can? Oh god, it's teetering. All this recycle down the road, because not because I'm worried about losing like a lot of money or anything. It's because like I'm not a litter bug, you know. I picked a lot of this stuff up off the ground and recycled it myself to, you know, try to promote the place I live in and try to take care of it, be a steward of the lands that I roam. That's why. So I'm just gonna, you know, go slow. I think 45 is a good speed, no faster than 46. But yeah, and once I get there, let's see what kind of money we make. Swift maneuvers going on around here. So far so good. Right here I've made it about halfway already, and I haven't lost anything major. I haven't seen anything blow out at all. A lot of people tailgating me, so unfortunately it's really weird in my community. Like we're High Springs, and we're kind of the border of our county is the river, and as soon as you cross the river, everything changes. You can have a scrap yard, you can have a wood yard, you can have a Santa Fe. You know, it's really weird. What I'm getting at is like different counties, even though they're only separated by a few feet, have totally different regulations. So I got to go over the county line just to come over here and drop off my scrap metal because my county is so strict about people working and doing stuff. Because I live in like a liberal county, you know, we're a school county. Like basically our income for our county is like primarily based around the University of Florida. So it's like they treat working class like second class people. It's crazy. And all these great aspiring ideas, but they don't realize that everything they want to do costs money. It doesn't just come out of thin air, but they think it does, and that's why their currency is deflating, and that's why I'm here scrapping to get me some precious metals. Well, that was unsuccessful. So that left me with two questions. Do I continue to try to scrap what I have? Because they told me they couldn't take any more cans. Their bin was full, and they've been piling it up outside their bin. It's like, you know, eventually they're going to come and get their bin. You just put the cans outside the bin back in the other bin, and you just keep the money. Instead, you disconvenience all of the customers who come to deliver cans. And now, not only that, maybe I was depending on that. While it was only an experiment, there were some people that were depending on that, you know, steady stream of income that they had been saving for. There was another truck behind me that didn't have an opportunity because they didn't take cans today. So it's like, I guess they're getting a lot of cans. Maybe that's a sign that they should have another bin for cans. And when one gets full, call and have them dump it and start filling the second one. I don't know. That's just my thought process. It's unfortunate because I really like those guys, and this has never happened except for a couple times that their number 2 scale was down, which means that they couldn't weigh any kind of ferrous or non-ferrous metals. They only could weigh like just 10, scrap 10. But that's a small scrap yard, so I understand. You know, they got to work within the confines of what they can do. It's a business, I get it. But at the same time, I think they're missing out on a little bit of opportunities. And for me, it was a big inconvenience because now I just have cans in my truck, which means I have to, it's like starting over, you know? It's like going back and having nothing to show for your efforts. So that left me with two quarrels. Either I'm going to go take these cans to Gainesville, where I don't want to go, and scrap them and hope that they're open and they'll take cans today, or I'm going to take them back home, wait for another day. Or a third option, I could just melt it down into bars, which I haven't been melting aluminum bars because it takes a good bit of time. While it melts at a lower temperature, the price of the metal is almost, it's hard to justify the effort that goes in. And that's going to take like 3-4 hours for me to melt all these cans. And that's like me dedicating my whole Saturday. So I'd have to put some other opportunities to the side to do that for a basically non-paying opportunity, because I'm not going to sell my bars. I haven't sold a bar yet, and I don't plan on selling a bar. So I'll let you know when I figure out what I'm going to do. All right, forgive me for the mess here, fellas and ladies, because I know there's some serious scrap ladies out there. You know, Solers, just found your channel, thought it was really impressive. What I want to do, Solers, you inspired me. I want to do more trying to do like micro scrapping, like taking apart like electronics and trying to find the precious metals. I think it'd be really cool to try to recover some gold one time. Right now, I'm so far from that. I have very poor lighting out here, so all the lighting I've got here is just like solar lights and a bar light and my headlight. So forgive me for that. But what I got to do is just get this table cleared off, because I need this area to do the processing and the micro scrapping. So I want to clear all of this off, which is a lot. So wish me luck. And I'm going to go ahead and I think I'll just set a time lapse. That way I can, you know, just zoom through it. And then maybe we'll even get into a little bit of micro scrapping as well. And in the process, me and my dogs are going to play catch and just have a good old time. Is that right, Colin? Come here, Bubba. Come say hi to the camera. Oh, he brought me the ball. He's not used to the bike being there. The bike has now doubled as my my stand. So last night when I was working on everything, my camera died. So my phone, you know, without any battery, I couldn't do any filming. But I was able to do a lot of work. I don't know if your scrapyard takes these, but mine does, and every little bit adds up, y'all. Just remember that. Found this in the trash. It's a shark wand vac. I'd love to do a melt video on this, but I'll just set it here. I mean, truthfully, it's kind of a nice vacuum. Like, it might be worth just fixing up and giving it to somebody. 2 nights ago, driving in my little Chevy Malibu, somebody threw this on the side of the road. That's a motor, right? Opportunity. Could have been easily passed up. About a week ago, table saw. That's an opportunity. People knowing that I do scrap metal, somebody gave me that copper wire. That's thick ass copper wire. Last week, 2 computer towers that I can't wait to tear apart. Just yesterday, found this vacuum on the side of the road. And this is what you saw me doing. I time-lapsed and I cleared this whole space. So I wanted to show you all this anyhow. So this is where I'm going to be tearing apart a lot of electronics, and I'm going to get ready to do some gold recovery. Today at work, I do tree work, in case y'all don't know. You know, somebody was ripping out a fence. So it was a lady. She's somebody that I admire because she works super hard. After her day job, just like me, after her day job, she ripped apart her whole entire backyard fence. And me, I wanted to help her get rid of some of that because she wasn't going to use it. And not only will I make some money from all of this scrap metal, but I helped out a customer of mine. So that kind of attitude adds up in the long run, and that's what makes the difference. Everybody's sick and tired of how they can't make ends meet on the 9 to 5. Well, the people that are making their ends meet and getting ahead in life, they're not working a 9 to 5. They're doing this kind of stuff. They're working way past the 9 to 5, and that's how they get ahead. So if you want to know the secret to why so-and-so people are rich, it's because they made sacrifices of either time or some of the money they earned and invested into things that are going to continue to make them money. That's how you get rich in this world. And that's the secret to wealth. And I know for a fact it's going to work. While I'm not wealthy yet, I guarantee I will have some level of wealth soon because I have that mindset. I've always been somewhat of a collector my whole life, and I've ran across one of my old collections. These aren't my top tier teeth or anything, but these are some of the bigger shark teeth and stuff that they're actually shark teeth fragments. I mean, these were some big shark teeth, you know. That's like a half of one there. You know, this is what I mean by I've always been a collector. These are just some pieces that, sorry about the dogs, I've been running them. These are just some pieces that, you know, I could have threw away, but I held on to them. That would have been a really large tooth. That's just the side of the gum, and then that tooth would have been like this big, you know. So maybe I'll show you some of my teeth later so you can see, but I'm not going to show them unless y'all say you want to see them. So if you don't say that you want to see them, I won't show them. But yeah, I'll bring these back in and kind of preserve them. Like, I'm new to this whole scrapping computers and stuff out, but I think that's the most important part right there. That right there is like the motherboard. It was protected by this heat sink. I know that's called a heat sink. That had its own fan on it, and you can see how much stuff's in there. Here's a couple of different examples of some heat sinks that I pulled off just yesterday. But I really like the way heat sinks look. They just look so cool and unique. Each one's different, you know. But yeah, this piece right here, I might just try to pull that and sell that online somewhere. And I think these cards right here, I'm not like an expert at all by any means, but I think these have value too, and maybe this too. But I'll figure it out. I don't know. Oh, and look at that. That thing's amazing. Kong. Yeah, this card here, and then look at that heatsink. That's amazing too. It looks different. It doesn't even really look aluminum, but let's pull it out and take a look at it. And this is where I'll be getting some of my scrapping done. A lot of my micro scrapping and trying to process materials and make money from this. So that's kind of one of the things I'm excited about. So if you like that kind of stuff, then you should subscribe because I'm going to do it a lot. So we'll see you in the next one. Thanks very much.